from the calendar. As people made of steel, we adapt to our environment and retain our strength and ductility. For that reason, we have a fully packed program that will make this year's AGM not only memorable just for being virtual, but for the values, learning, and lessons we will be taking with us at the end, because it's coming from great minds amongst us. It promises to be an interactive and an entertaining one. So I will enjoy every one of us to update our calendars to ensure we do not miss any of these activities. You don't want to be told. I want to appreciate the national leadership of the association, the various chapters executives, and the central organizing committee members for their support in the planning of this event. The electoral committee that will be ensuring a smooth election exercise, and more importantly, I want to appreciate the THSOSA web design team, the TWDT. They have worked assiduously day and night to ensure we have the online platform developed with the interface of all the associated apps that will lead to a successful virtual meeting running smoothly. Once again, on behalf of the Central Organizing Committee, I welcome you all to the 17th Annual General Meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Tobo. Can you just run through the event we have today? Based on the
yes, and that being said, I will briefly just run us through today's event. We are already in the 2 p.m. program, which is the opening ceremony, and outline of program of events. This is where we are and going through. And then by 2:20 p.m., we'll have the interactive session with THSOSA National President and expectation from members. By 3 p.m. today, we'll have the THSOSA election manifesto. And by 6 p.m. today, the special session arranged for the UniTHSOSA, which is a boot camp, will take place. By 8 p.m., we'll have the THSOSA election manifesto second session, which will be for the president and the vice president.
Yeah, by
will be coming. This will run till. So that covers the program for today. Can anyone confirm they heard me?
I heard you loud and clear. So you take us just going by each of the item as it is. So let us know where we are. Then once we finish from that, we go to the next item so that we don't miss out anything. So where are we now?
So currently we are at the interactive session with THSOSA National President and the expectation from members. This is the interactive session that is expected to last some 25 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just a moment, National President. We'll be having the National President, the Chairman, THSOSA Eleko, the Chairman, THSOSA Constitution Review Committee, and then THSOSA members. This is an all-involving interactive session. So back to you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, like you mentioned, this is an interactive section. First of all, like you also said, this is the first time we are having this kind of event, and we would like members to ask questions that have been bothering them as regards the AGM or THSOSA, and at the same time, I don't know if we have the Chairman Eleko and the Chairman Constitution Review. This is the time too, they will give us hints about what they need to do as regards their own section that will be coming up. confirm if the chairman Eleko is around. That is Raymond. Raymond, are you around? Joshua, can you confirm if Raymond is around, please?
I don't think he's around. He's not around.
Is Marok available?
Maro is not online as well.
Is it possible for people to see themselves? Can that feature be enabled? So that if people are talking, we can see them and we can hear them.
Yeah, if anyone is talking and their video is on, we'll see them. But it's only who is talking that we can see.
Okay. I know. I know. Then we can open it at this
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you. Go on.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Laura, I can hear you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe we're still at the discussion session where we have the elected chairman, the constitution review chair, and THSOSA members. Do we have any concern?
The elected chairman, just to give us a breakdown of what we expect during the course of the election, why the constitution review chairman will give us how we go about it. Constitution review is scheduled for tomorrow.
Do we have Raymond with us yet?
Raymond is not online.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, Olive, I can see your hand. Yeah, you can have the floor.
I'm saying I can't hear anything. Is the meeting still on?
Yes, the meeting is still on, Olive, and Chairman-elect Raymond, while I muted myself, I was on phone with him to tell him what is happening because he has the instruction that it should be around by now to give us a breakdown. Same with the chairman, constitution review. But be that as it may, what will happen, I will just give a brief rundown of what to expect from them so that when they come, they can assist us to sort, maybe there's any gap that they need to fill, they can fill that up. I will just briefly
Thank you,
highlight
sir.
what is expected of us in this section. For the ELECO chairman, I know before now we have done our registration, we did a mock election. So what is expected now is that if the chairman ELECO should come up, he will be briefing us as regards what is expected in the next stage, which I believe is the manifesto and verification of voters registered by chapters, which I believe has started, I think, yesterday or so that they will come out with the authentic list that they will use. Then after that, we have the manifesto, I think, for other positions, apart from secretary and apart from national president and national vice president, which will be at 8 p.m. Others, I think, will be for 3 p.m. today, going by the event schedule. That is what we have. So after that, once we are through with the manifesto for other positions by 3, and that of the vice and president by 8 p.m. I think voting will commence at, I think, 11:50. Voting will commence 11:50 p.m. Voting will commence, and it will take us through to, I think, 4 p.m. on Saturday. So as we are voting, we can see the result and things like that coming up, the result coming up. So if you have any issue about that, you can let me know. But when the ELECO chairman comes, he'll be able to address us adequately on that. Then for the constitution review, before now, what we did, the constitution review chairman sent the reviewed constitution, which was circulated to all chapters via the chapter president for members to make comment. And the request for comment was to come in late on or before 7th of December, so 7th of November. That is about less than a week ago, so that they can collate all the comments from members regarding a particular section, article, or page in the constitution. In that sequence, you must quote the page, the article, and the section where you
Yeah, so sorry for that little break there. Our president is having a little issue on his own end. Hopefully he'll be back shortly.
Hello, everybody. So I just spoke with National President now to seek his permission for us to switch the meeting from a webinar to a meeting, so we can get to see everybody, so everybody can get to see each other and create room for more interaction. So we're going to go on a 5 minutes recess now, so that we can quickly do that. The new link will be shared across all platforms in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, good afternoon, all. I want to just, I don't know if you guys can hear me so that I can you guys hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. You can go ahead, Ramon.
Okay. Yes, THSOSA, what we're going to be expecting for this 2020 election, we all know it's going to be virtual and we're all going to be voting online. Only those eligible to vote will be the ones to be able to cast their vote online. If you have registered and you have not met criteria using the, if you have not met the criteria, you will not be able to vote. And I would appreciate if all presidents of each chapters sending eligible voters so that we can have a list. I don't want a situation whereby some people have registered. It's my president that did not validate me, because for this I have so far the chart is poor, but how to go ahead with it that way. I would appreciate if when for voting comes up, do it seamless so that we collate results and all that. It's also want to bring to your notice that I didn't get any contestant for post 1 and 2. So for that, we might end up coming up with a by-election position with my team. Okay? Okay, just to give us a number of registered voters, we have about 248 across all chapters, and eight of these members do not register on any of the chapters. I would want to read their names quick so that they can reach out their presidents or whichever chapter they choose to. These 8 people are Betsy Shuno, Patient, Lorode, Otudu. Sorry, you don't pronounce your name well. Hambolu, Elo, Shalom, Ofuri, Asopoka, Stanley, Ikogwe, Daniel, Emedem, Isaac, Owe, and Mobosa, Enake. Any of those members, quickly get in touch with them so that they can identify a chapter. Otherwise, not be able to partake in the voting. If anyone has any questions or clarifications to make, I know a whole lot of talks has been going behind the scene that made payment for AGM and I've made payment for him and I'm not able to vote, then there's actually really no need for me to have made payment. No, I would say it's either your fault or your chapter president or whoever is in charge to spread communication in your chapter that has failed to do their work. Because what we said initially is we are to register and there's going to be a time frame for this registration. And when that registration time closes, then you will not be able to partake. Now, if you are also registered and you have met the criteria, which has to do with your monthly dues in your chapter and your AGM dues, you will not be able to vote as well. It's clear, and there's enough time given to us to sort ourselves out before today. And because of the drawback, we had to extend. We had to seek permission from national to extend by 1 so as to accommodate all lapses. So I think you guys need to bear with us. My team, most especially my technical team, have been working day and night to ensure that this draft and the AGM as a whole is a success. It's our first time, and it's not an easy task. Trust me. I want to applaud the technical team, especially for doing a thank you. So, welcome any questions, and we'll move with our agenda.
Yeah, there's a question that says, when will the voters list be made available?
Question, please.
There's a question that says, when will the voters list be made public?
And it was very
Raymond, did you hear the question?
The voters list will be published exactly 20 minutes now, exactly 3:30. This is so because I have not seen some master chapters have not, some class presidents have not sent their verified eligible voters.
I didn't get you, please.
By 3:30, I'll publish that list. I've given them enough time to do that. So,
Okay, Raymond, I have a question. My question is, if
go
you say
ahead.
that you will publish at 3:30, what happens to any unverified list from any chapter? Does that nullify the?
Sorry, you're making I can't be clear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly now, Raymond?
Yes, I hear you clearly.
Okay. So let's say, for example, that you have the list of 5 chapters or 4 chapters, and you don't have the verified list from one chapter. What then happens? Does it mean that you use the list you have as is, or does that disenfranchise the
Sorry, you're breaking. So
chapter?
I guess your network is not strong enough. Maybe you should move around so that we can all hear you clearly.
Raymond, I actually think it's your network. Maybe we should type in the questions.
Okay. I strongly suspect that it is Raymond's network, but I will.
I don't know if it's just me. Can you hear him clearly?
Yes, we can hear him clearly. You are the one we can't hear clearly.
Yeah, we can hear him. We can hear him.
Agbosa, can you type your question so it can pass to him, please?
Okay, will do. Raymond, can you see the question now?
Take I hope I answered your question. Right?
Yes. Yes, Raymond, the question is answered. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Any other question?
Raymond, there's another question in the chat.
The question or is your answer in response to both questions?
Okay, a quick
Okay, for the second question, can we all hear me? Can we all hear me, please? For the second question, those that registered directly with the link are supposed to have contacted their chapter, and they are supposed to have been. They are supposed to have. Who is speaking now? Can you guys hear me, please?
Excuse me, this is Sahon. Can the host please mute everybody, then let only the speaker, that's Raymond, speak? Host can mute everybody, please. Thank you.
Okay, so like I was saying, for those that registered directly with the link, what they are supposed to have done is to acknowledge or contact whichever chapter they belong to or they choose to stand with, and for the chapter presidents to have verified them using dues, monthly dues, and AGM dues. I believe that has answered that question. Any other questions so that we can forge ahead?
Raymond, that there is no more questions. Can you just go ahead? And please, who is the moderator for this meeting? Can we go ahead, please?
Yeah, thank you, Hereta. So over to the moderator.
Okay. Thank you very much, Raymond, and all. I've been trying to get Maro to come speak a little bit on the constitution review, but it's been a little bit challenging getting in here. So I would, at this time, looking at how much time we have spent so far, we've very much beat our target for this session. I would wish everyone that we call this session to an end and then move to the next session on the agenda, which ought to have started off by 3 p.m. And the next session will be for the contestants.
Please, can the host let people in? We have people in our chapter requesting to come into the group.
There's no one on the waiting list. Everybody on the waiting list has been accepted.
Okay, sorry for my little break there. Had a little break in transmission. I'm back now. And so, like I was saying, we're going to the next session on our activity for today, which is the manifesto of the candidates for the national elected position, except for that of the national president and national vice president. So, Raymond, I think this is still your call. Raymond, I would like you to carry on this activity. Thank you.
All right, thank you, moderator. We'll be starting with the contestants for the contestants for national presidents. Can we please have you? And after you have done your speech, let the vice president follow, and I would announce the next person. Thank you.
Okay, on our activity plan, sorry, Raymond, on our activity plan, we have that for the president and the vice president sometime later in the day today. I think all other positions can go for now. Please confirm that message is copied.
Okay, so we're starting with the General Secretary. Sorry for that mix-up. General Secretary, then next, Financial Secretary, then Welfare / Social, and Secretary / Treasurer. Can we have the contestant for General Secretary?
I think you should call their names. Do you have, if you have more than one contestant, you call them one after the other so they can know when to speak.
Okay, all right. Dixon Okodevu, can you please come on board and give your manifesto?
I don't think Dixon is online.
So we have just one contestant for that position. Okay, the next is Assistant Secretary.
Yes, good afternoon, fellow still brothers and sisters. I'm well, Solomon.
Please turn on your video so we know who you are, please.
All right, good. Here I am. So I'd love to continue. I'm about to read out my manifesto. I'm well, Solomon. I would love your vote to become. I'm seeking for the votes of my fellow still brothers and sisters to become the Assistant Secretary of the Delta Steel Company Technical High School Port Students Association. I truly standing for this position was a decision I didn't take lightly, as I am well aware of the organizational and administrative workload that is associated with the role. But I do believe that my work experience after graduation, which had enabled me to get with briefs, which had also made me to have ideas on other editing and formatting skills. And I think this would prepare me for this great task. Also, in time past, I have helped to organize meetings. I've also sent daily, weekly, and monthly emails, and I've also given reports for various meetings also. Well, I believe I am confident enough, and I have the time management skills to do what is expected and to carry out the tasks being an assistant secretary to this great organization. Thank you. Also, I believe I'll make a substantial difference to the alumni. I also truly believe that the enthusiasm, skills, dedication are to make this possible. And I'm seeking for the support from this great organization.
Can you
Thank
please
you.
camera? We need to see your face as you're talking to us. You're giving us a manifesto. Look into your camera and let's see your face as you talk to us. Thank you.
Yes. My
Well, still don't me manifesto.
I apologize, but can we pick up the pace on this meeting? It seems to be a bit
Let's have
draggy.
the contestant for treasury position. Moving on, can get the public relationship officer to give his or her manifesto.
Please, can you call their name?
Raymond, I believe what Hetty was trying to do at the moment, none of these people here occupy that office. So instead, we should call the names of the candidates as opposed to calling the position as though it is their position already.
The host, please mute everyone again. I think Maroc and audio is on.
That paper is more than 8.
Raymond, all due respect, is there any reason why we waste more than 20 seconds waiting for a particular person? If the person is not available, and we move on to the next, so that we will be moving this process.
Okay, yes, sir. I've been trying to on it, but can we have financial secretary and assistant financial secretary? I think most of them are not on board, so I'll just all the positions and they are on board. They should go ahead. Otherwise, move on so we don't get to prolong this process. Social welfare. Welfare officer. Contest for the position. I think that's the last position
Can I speak for
for
the
post one
welfare?
and post two.
Welfare is
We don't
on
have
transit.
any contestants. Who is speaking, please?
Available. I was
Good
waiting.
evening.
Oh.
Good evening.
Raymond, is any contestant available today? Because it appears that I don't understand why we will be considering candidates who are not deemed it fit to be here, who are not prepared to be present to deliver their manifesto.
Hello.
Hello, I've been trying to draw attention on Mr. Tega. This is Dixon, I'm here. So I'm just waiting for the host to let me speak.
We have been silent for a while.
My hands have been up for some time, and I have sent a chat.
Laura, please speak up. We're all ears. Nobody's talking.
Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear
Yes, we
me?
can.
Loud and clear.
My name is Laura Kukwa Azegbiobo. I'm of the 96 set. I am currently the president of the Benin chapter. I'm vying for the position of assistant financial secretary. Well, my decision to join the national as the assistant financial secretary is born out of the zeal to contribute towards the growth of our association, THSOSA. I am an accountant turned baker, a proud one for that matter. And so I want to give out my best in the national under the financial secretary. I want to assist the financial secretary and also support her to give proper recording of our financials in THSOSA and also for accountability so that we can move forward and grow from where we are now. I have been vice president in Benin chapter, and this is my second tenure as the president of Benin chapter. So I believe I am confident and committed enough and true to give what I have to at the national level to move SOSA forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Since Benito is not speaking, my name is Osahon 92 set. I would like to question the last speaker, if it's okay. Can I go on? Can Laura Asezogbo please tell us exactly why she wants to occupy that position? Because I've not heard anything objective as such. She has value adds to the association. I heard something about baking. I heard you've been president twice. I heard you've been vice president of Benin as well. We know it's a great chapter. We know you've done well, but why are you vying for that particular position for the association? Thank you. Laura, please speak up. Your hand is still up. I'm sure you must be tired of raising it up.
Muted. Okay. And also sometime last year, I tried to bring it to the notice of the national that we are supposed to have a pause remittance sort of from the different chapters to the national so that they would have a pause to run the association and run it properly to reduce the burden on the chapters and also to raise ideas through which we can also raise funds at the national level. So my coming there, my will to come there is to assist to achieve all of this and also to support accountability, moving the association forward. I don't know if I've been able to answer your question, Mr. Osaho.
It's fine, thank you. It appears the moderator is no longer here. Can another EXCO member please take up the place? Or can the previous speaker, the lady who was moving the first speaker, can she come up back online? Because she may need to add more value. I think Laura has set a good pace. Others should speak objectively.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, THSOSA.
Good
My name
evening.
is Odebo Dixon. I'm currently the National Secretary of THSOSA and as well the Vice President of THSOSA Warri Chapter. I'm of the 1997 set, and I am vying for the office of National Secretary once again. I look forward to working with this wonderful team of THSOSA executives like I did in the last tenure to chart a way for our association to ensure that our alma mater is projected in a more positive light. We have started the kind of work that I look forward to improving on, to build a relationship between the Old Student Association and the management of THS, as well as the owners of the school presently. We have entered into a phase of synergy with management of the school and the management of Premium Steel to ensure that development and progress is experienced in our alma mater. We look forward to smiling back at results from our alma mater as we begin to notice an increase in the academic performance and moral standing of the school. It is not yet Uhuru, and that is one reason why I want to give my service once again to serve the association, serve my fellow alumni, and then see how my alma mater, our alma mater, can be a lot better than it is right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Victor.
Good afternoon, fellow siblings. My name is Osahon once more. Do we have a moderator here, or can I just speak on? It's good for us to know when to speak and when not to speak, because I have a lot of questions for the last speaker.
I guess you can just go ahead because we've just been dragging, huh?
Carry on, sir.
Dixon, please confirm if you are there.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, please. I heard your speech. It's like any political speech. I would like for you to start by stating what you have done so far in the association and why you think you can make the achievements so far in the last the current ESCO, the outgoing ESCO, all that they've achieved, because the current ESCO has been one that has done very, very well in the history of the association. I would like to know why you think you can even match the pace, because what we need in the association right now are members of an ESCO that will build, that will supersede what the current ESCO has done. Otherwise, we are going back to the Stone Age. It won't be good to have so many persons for over 30 years of existence come together once in a while, and then we have some persons kill it. So please, Dixon, tell us exactly what your role would be, why you think you are qualified. Laura has done a good job. She has set a pace. Please try to match Laura. Because it would be wrong for us to keep this association because we've come up on board to take on the helms of a ship we cannot control. Please.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate the question, and I just want to, towards the end of your question, you said Laura has done so much, you would not like me to break the pace. honestly, I think I need to make a correction. I am presently the National Secretary, which I said in my manifesto earlier on, National Secretary of THSOSA, while Laura is presently the President of Benin Chapter. And I am not trying to replace Laura. I am trying to go back to the office of the National Secretary. Now, for what I have done so far in the past administration, credit cannot be given to me as an individual alone. It was indeed a teamwork. Whatever that was achieved by THSOSA through the executive was a teamwork, a collection of efforts from members of the National Executive as well as members of the National Executive Council. Now, if I should give an account of what we have done so far, number one, we are able to break that gap, or we're able to bridge the gap between the management of the school, the ownership of the school, and the association. We're able to get in touch with the management of the school. And then there was this synergy, and then we placed the association on the pedestal of critical stakeholders. It was an effort that started in the first year of this present outgoing administration. We're able to make ourselves stakeholders, and we came to a level of reckoning among all other stakeholders in the school. Then we were able to establish the fact that we are one of the most, or if not the greatest donors to the finance base of the school. And that has suggestions we are always respected before any actions in the school were taken. Now, one of the fallouts of that, amongst many, is the fact that scholarship programs have been established in the school that has been of benefit to both students of the school and old students of the school as well. And then we have been able to establish a relationship with the parents of the school to the extent that very recently there was a parents-teachers association meeting that culminated in the election of executive officers into the parents-teachers association. And to make
can you hold on a bit, Dixon?
Hello.
Dixon, can you hold on a bit, Dixon? First of all, you are giving a manifesto. Your video should be on. That's one. And secondly, Tobo just asked for permission to be out of the meeting for a while because he was handling something else in relation to the next session that is coming up. And thirdly, this is a manifesto of your own position. We're not looking for the whole package for the national. You know, this whole program is timed. Let's try to keep to it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Actually, during my manifesto, this is actually answering to the question I was asked. During my manifesto, my video was on. I wanted to listen very carefully, so I wouldn't like you to watch my feeling while I was listening to the question. That was why I put off the video. But however, I'm sorry about that. My video is on back now. And the question was not on my own work. That was why I explained earlier on that no credit can be given to me as an individual. The entire work that was done by THSOSA was a teamwork. I only contributed my quota as the National Secretary. Now, as National Secretary, if you want me to deviate to your own aspect of the question now, as National Secretary, I took down minutes of activities, and then I represented the national body of THSOSA at various events and occasions involving THS. And so I was literally the errand boy of THSOSA for the last 3 years. Thank you very much.
Osano, does that answer your question?
I think it's part. Actually stated what he had done because he had spent so much time not saying what exactly I wanted him to say, which was what his contributions were. So please, going forward, everybody should talk about their contributions, not just general teamwork.
From the program, I see that we were supposed to have 4 manifestos on 4 different persons. We've had from 3 right now, or 3 that I heard. Is there anybody online who would want to give his manifesto again? Anybody online? Please indicate. Okay, so if we do not have anybody online, this particular session ends at 4 p.m. We should keep to our schedule. The next session starts at 6 p.m. if we check our calendar properly. So we appreciate everyone being online at this time. We're hoping that the next time we come online, we should not be this rowdy. Firstly, we should all learn to mute our mics when we are not speaking, and we should be online, in line with the program. Please, let's all handle our programs. Let's know what it is. So thank you all for being in attendance. We'll be leaving the meeting now.